Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Merke, and today we're talking about starting in comedy. We're going to be delving into stand-up and where you fit and some tricks and tips to get you started.
This is a series where I look at ideas from philosophy to personal growth, lessons I've learned, but hopefully something you can build upon. Welcome to the Merk-Shop.
Okay, so you want to do some stand-up comedy. You don't know where you fit. You don't know how it is. We're just going to look at stand-up comedy and what that means to you. I'll give you a brief history lesson, then we'll get into the pros and cons and all that great stuff. But let's learn where it came from. Just a quick history lesson. Quick, trust me, quick. So comedy came out of the burlesque scene, the vaudeville burlesque scene. So a lot of stripping happened. Stand-ups were used in order to keep the audience engaged in between stripping acts. It's just a person standing up with a mic, keeping an audience warm. That's really what it started out as. The term stand-up came out of the mob. The mob would use it to refer to good things or good people they can work with. So like a stand-up fighter, a stand-up guy, a stand-up comic. So that's how stand-up comic started. It was just a really good comic you can book. You can book on being good. So that's where the term stand-up comes from, but it was to facilitate stripping and the burlesque house. So this is a way for you to gauge whether or not you fit into stand-up comedy on your personality. That's really what this is to help do. Stand-up is its own kind of world, and it takes a certain type of personality to navigate that world. Everyone can do stand-up if you really wanted to. It's just, it does have a certain personality where it's a sole person pushing. So let's talk about the pros and cons. Here are the cons of stand-up comedy. It's isolating. You're by yourself. You're doing it on your own. I mean, there's a group of other people doing it with you, but they can only offer so much. It's really on you. And what's nice about it is there is sometimes a culture around that you can find and navigate with certain friends. The people you start with are the people that you kind of grow up with, and that's your community. So you really fall on their shoulders. So it's the people around you, or if they're not the type of people you normally associate, you're on the outside, right? You're an outsider, and so I mean, you can use that to your advantage and grow with your unique voice because you're going to be different from them. You're not there to stimulate them. You're not getting their approval. You're getting your own approval by the act you're creating. But it can feel isolating. Fails feel bigger in stand-up. When you fail, you don't have any team or group of people that are surrounding you. It's literally just you, and you just get your backpack and hit the road, man. And you got a long walk home. You know, I don't know how many times I walked home being like, "Oh, that was a garbage show." And then you get a few shows in a row, It can be pretty weighing on you, and it can get to you. There's a lot of comics that blame audiences or blame other things. Really, that's if you didn't hit with that audience, that's on you. I mean, it could be you're feeling funky. It could be the fact that they just don't like you, right? So that can be hard. The con. This is the pro and a con. Audiences will tell you what they want. Right? If you're up there and you're just lying and creating a character that isn't inertly you, they'll tell you, and won't let you get away with it. The audience won't lie to you. They'll tell you right away. Just get up and just be yourself and create that unique voice. Cliques in comedy suck. It sucks. It's not as much fun when there's a clique and the approval of that clique is needed in order for you to succeed. It happens. Outside of being isolating as an individual, the community can sometimes be unapproachable or hard to navigate because there is a lot of judgment within comedy. I mean, comedians judge other comics by what they watch, by what they see, and sometimes they'll seek the approval of other comics, and that will limit them because they're trying to get their peers to laugh at them instead of creating a unique voice for themselves and giving up on that unique voice for being a better writer or better doing the practical things of comedy first. I'll talk about this in another video, but yeah, here's the pros of stand-up comedy. You get to own everything. You get to create it, you get to manage it, you get to direct it, you get to produce it, you get to be every part of it. You get to write it. It's everything's you, right? You're putting you out there. So that has great benefit to you. That's a great pro. Once you find your voice, you can really fly. That's a huge pro. I think having a unique voice is absolutely important for any comic. Definitely in any degree, like stand-up, sketch, improv, any part of the world, is being unique, having a voice that is different from everyone else's. Hugely important. I think underrated. I think that's the first thing you should focus on. Anyway, being unique. But once you're unique and someone sees you and likes you, you can fly. Once you find that voice, man, people will put you in places that you never thought you could be. You're getting a tape and putting it out there is so simple. It's literally an audience, a microphone, a stage, and a backdrop, and you. And that's it. That's all you need. So you can get some really nice tape to promote yourself and get your voice out there and be seen by other people. It's cheap. You don't take any classes. It's cheap to do. You literally get up and do it. You need a book and a pen and your brain and a couple hours just to write every other day. You're good. You're good to go. I do recommend getting a book. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a bit. Another pro is that your talent can be seen quicker, faster. You can just move. You get to showcase your talent, you as an individual, which can help you in your career and navigate because people are seeing you, just you, no one else. It's not like sketch or improv where they're seeing multiple people. They're just seeing you and your act, so therefore they can see exactly what you can bring to the table. So those are the pros and cons. Every place is different. Every town has its own kind of feel. You need to understand where you're at and who you are and how you grow. I think that's hugely important. That's why I have the other videos of improv and sketch. I started in improv and then I worked my way through sketch and then I started doing stand-up. I mean, I did stand-up throughout those years, but I didn't get serious about it until a quarter of the way through my career. And then I started getting really like, I'm going to do this, and I did it. I do suggest getting a notebook. Everyone needs it, or Evernote, and just writing. Make sure you get a book. Get a pen, get a paper, start writing. Another tip, go to open mics. See people be good, great, see people be bad. They're mutually important. Watch people that you enjoy. Who are the comedians that you love to watch? You can watch them over and over again. Watch them, see what they do, see what they like. Don't take their material. Do not take people's material. That's garbage behavior. Don't do it. You'll get called out, as you should. Theft sucks. Don't do it. It's not a place to thieve. Watch comics for their delivery, for their timing. A rhythm is super important in stand-up. Super important. So I hope this helped you. There's other videos. Here they are. So check them out. I hope this is some help to navigating your own comedy career and getting out there. If you have any questions about stand-up, please ask them below. I'd love to hear who your favorite comics are, why. So I can't wait to see your stuff. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you for watching Aaron Merke in Character. On this channel, I share my life passions of character acting, comedy, and helping other people find their voice. Consider subscribing and liking this video if you liked it.